Hi guys. So in this video I'm just showing you a really simple behind the scenes shoot that I did the other day, and it was funny because this was a neighbor's yard and she posted a picture of her beautiful pink blooming tree in one of our local Facebook groups, and I reached out to her and asked if I could shoot there. So I think we were here for a total of 15 minutes, and the light was magical. Sadly, most of the flowers on the tree had already dropped. These trees bloom and then I think the flowers last for maybe a day or two. So I grabbed Rory, and you've seen Rory before. She's a young lady that I have known since she was 6 years old, friend of the family, and I've been shooting her since she was 13. She's going to be 20 in a few weeks, so for 7 years I've been working with her, and now, of course, after 7 years, she is absolutely phenomenal. I don't really have to give her any direction. She knows very clearly the style that I like and the characters that I'm looking for in the portraits that I make with her. So I really highly recommend you finding someone that you enjoy shooting and just kind of groom them so that they turn into exactly the type of model that you want to work with. So right now, because I'm super busy with real estate and mortgages, I don't have a lot of time to look for new models and groom new models. So Rory's back from university and I'm probably going to shoot the heck out of her over the next little while. So if you see a lot of pictures featuring just her, that's the reason why. She's accessible, she's easy, she's quick, she's beautiful, and I actually love her. So anyway, so this outfit, I've had several people ask me about this outfit. The dress I actually bought when I was in LA one year, and I got it in the fashion district for about 65 bucks. And the frilly lace bolero, I can't remember the name of the place I got it. I think it was somewhere in Europe, so I think it was Germany, but I'm not really sure. It was really expensive. It was about 365 US dollars, but I felt like it was a very unique piece that I could work with over and over again on its own, with other costumes, with other dresses, and so I just had to have it. And I've only actually shot it a couple of times, but I felt like with Rory and her really pale skin and her blonde hair and this pink dress that the two would go quite well together. So for this shoot, I really wanted to just use natural light, so I put the sun behind her and had her flow pose, so every time I took a shot or two, she would just switch up and just slowly move around. And I really wanted to feature the sleeves of the bolero, so I had her, do a lot of gesturing and stuff like that that would really emphasize and show the costume. Additionally, what I did here was I tried to pull a branch down and kind of shoot through the pink flowers to get that creamy, dreamy, bokeh around, framing around her, but I couldn't quite achieve that, so I ended up doing it in post, and I will show you at the end of this video all of the edits that I did. And I knew coming into this that I was going to drastically affect the environment and try to create more of a mystical, ethereal, very whimsical look to these portraits, and I think they turned out pretty much the way I wanted them to. Sadly, the color on this video of the images that I did do not represent the ones that are actually done. For some reason, this video editor changes the colors and it just looks way too saturated and too many reds and stuff, so please just ignore that. So here I was just demonstrating exactly where I wanted her to be and the reason why, and the direction that I wanted her to face so that she would be lit from behind. So for these ones, I moved her over a little bit directly into the sun. I wanted the sun to kind of be flooding her from behind and get that really beautiful back glow and really light up the fabric, which turned out quite well. And I just moved around. I'm not really in the shot, but I just moved around her. And I find it super important that if your model is relatively static, that you just move around and get different shots that way. Additionally, I really wanted to make sure that I could get rid of the objects that were in the background. I didn't like that green fence and posts and fences and stuff like that, so I just knew that I would be kind of getting rid of it in post, and yeah. So I used two different lenses for this session. I used my Sigma 135 at 1.4, and I also used my Sony G Master 85 1.4. Those are predominantly the two lenses. I do believe I may have grabbed my 35 for a couple of these, which is why I'm so close. And that's pretty much about it. Shooting wide open at 1.4 and just adjusting my shutter to affect the light. Just more flow posing here. I wanted Rory to just kind of dance around and sway back and forth and really get that fabric flowing so that I could get those beautiful backlit fabric shots, and I think they turned out fairly well. I'm going to show you the before and afters of the 4 edits that I did from this session. I really apologize for the quality of this video. My little Sony that I have that I use to film my videos typically ended up in the lake a couple of years ago, so I finally just sent it in for repair yesterday, and I'm hoping that soon it will be finished and my videos can be much better quality and not just iPhone videos. And it's never ideal, but you got to work with what you have, right? And I do find it simpler to just come back and do a voiceover while I'm doing these, as opposed to wearing a mic and hearing me just grunt because I don't really have to direct her whatsoever. I'm just, moving around and breathing hard. So yeah, that's the reason why. So this is straight out of the camera. I'm going to show you both. So straight out of the camera and my final edit. And again, like I planned on making these really ethereal. So yes, there's a lot of Photoshop, but that's pretty much what I do. So I'm not that straight, pure photographer. And yeah, but these turned out pretty much exactly what I wanted. And I'm pretty happy that I'm able to achieve what I envisioned beforehand. And I think that's part of the goal whenever you go out to shoot, is just make sure that you already have a plan for what the images will look like when you're done. And don't forget that I am hosting my workshop in Bunker Hill, West Virginia, June 9th and 10th. I still have a few spots, so I hope to see some of you there. See you in the next video.